Okay, so we are going to see now the Queen's Gambit. So gambits are very much important at the intermediate level, and if you can really play them, then probably they can also help you at the beginner level for sure. Although they not be very easy to handle, but let's try to see. Okay, so Queen's Gambit, you go for d4, they go like this, black goes like this, and then you gambit this pawn. Okay, you go this, and then there can be only two options. I mean, there can be a few options. We will try to see more of them, most of the them, most of them. Correct. So the thing is that Queen has played, White has played d4, and Black has captured with the d5. So that is one move which you are gonna find in a lot of your games. If you are a d4 player, if you are playing e4, that is not the Queen's Gambit at all. So that's another thing, because then this pawn can also take this pawn. Okay, so that's that. If this is Queen's Gambit, accept it. Okay. If they don't take, like if they reinforce this way, that if you take me, I will take you, and things like that, then this is Queen's Gambit decline. Correct? This is also Queen's Gambit decline. Correct? This is also, I think that it is also Queen's Gambit decline, because they are not taking straight away. But whenever I guess they take, whenever they take, it's you are actually in the Queen's Gambit territory. Okay. So a few things can happen. Repeat it for you, like if sorry d4 d5, you gambit a pawn. They can decline the gambit by this, or they can actually decline the gambit by this as well, by reinforcing it this. Correct? I mean, in a way, they can also go for this as well. So that's another matter. What you are gonna do with that, that's up. That is something which is up to you. But very clearly, if they play with d4 and the e4, d4 d5, this becomes an issue, and you can straight away go and give them a check for sure. So that is one thing. And uh, 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 you can try to play with the computer as well. Uh, they already know that this is a issue, so more often than not, they can go for this. In case they do not choose to take. Okay, so in that scenario, what you should be doing, you should certainly know, you can go for this, or you can also just develop your knight as well. I think that probably you should develop your knight. They might go for this as well, and why not? They can go for this. Then you will have to decide that what do you really want to do. Whether you, obviously you will not be willing to allow it, you can protect it this way as well, or you can just go like this, in which you can see that you have yet not castled. Okay, when you are playing the Queen's Gambit, castling the king might be delayed, because you are not focusing on development of these two pieces much. You are focusing on putting these two central pawns. So your first two moves are actually spread on this front. So this is something which needs to be properly handled. And obviously, when you also play d4 instead of playing e4, you also expose your king as well. Thing that needs to be taken into account. For that matter, this uh, bishop will have to come here. Correct? And when you play this, you must understand that you should not fall in this trap. Like, let me tell you, like when you have played this, even if they have not done so, and you go and give them a check, like I don't know what they will develop. Okay, let's say they take. Many times it can happen when they take. You can go and give them a check. Understand that if this pawn is played, although it will not be played, first of all, more than anything else, they will have to play this or this. So that's one thing. Wait a minute. Either this or this. Then you can take, or you can come back. Yeah, that is right. So just let me. So these are four color arrows that are uh, available to us. So that's one thing. So you can go here and then you can give them a check. So that is one thing. Other than that, the case is that they will have to either defend this way or this way. If they go this way, then you can take this pawn. So let's see. what happens in that scenario. I was telling you that in case they play this, you can fall away. You can fall for this as well. Just in case you are looking to grab this pawn, although you will not be looking to grab this pawn because this bishop has yet not left this pawn. So that is one thing. But I want to tell you that if you are thinking about this way, you should be thinking about that. Then you can simply take the pawn, and then how they're gonna play. Obviously, this knight is going to be pinned. You can try to move forward this as well. But one thing is that we are not doing any castling yet in this process. Okay. One more thing that you can do is that let's say if you're played and they have taken, you can also go for this as well. And that way you can take this bishop. They might come and try to defend it this way. You can simply go this way as well. They might be tempted to take this way, but then you can take and give them a check and things like that. So there is one more issue. Um, let's say why not? If they take, you can take and give them a check. Then again, they will have to either go this way or this way. Then you can, let's say if they go this way, you can simply take away the pawn. Not just that, but your h5 is open too. So that is one more thing to be taken into account. And not just that, but you can also go here as well. So this also is issue for them. And also you have this thing too. So there is a lot of battery here, and if you also put this knight, you can very quickly put your king to the safety as well. So in that sense, that is the Queen's Gambit for you. One more, I mean, we are looking at the things which can happen. I mean, it might also be possible that you play d4, they play maybe e5, c5, or they may play e5. Those are the things which are also possible, or maybe they do not play at all. So those things are very possible, and you should know what to do in that situation. But we are generally speaking, generally trying to understand that. Let's say that happens. So we again give them 2 pawns. They may choose to take, and then they can reinforce it this way, or they wait a minute, it's our turn, right? We have this. They might come for this as well. Wait a minute, something must have happened. Okay, okay, okay. Don't worry. Let's move. So we have played this, this, and we uh, gambit it on. Okay. Let's say they choose to take. If they choose to take, we can go simply and give them a check. They can come here. Let's say they come here. We can simply take this pawn, no problems at all. After that, the game will continue. So let's say maybe they go for this. We can go for this and try to take this pawn and then this rook. Obviously, not you will not be able to take it, but then you will go here and things like that. They might choose to take your one pawn. You can go here. They might give you a check and your bishop. You will come here. They will take your bishop. You can't take their. They will take your rook. You can't take their rook. So that is one issue. You might feel like coming back here, but you can't even come there as well. You can go there and things like that, and then things will continue. Correct. So this is one thing which can very easily happen. So let's try to see this again. If we go here, we give them a check. They may choose to come there, and then we have this. They can come here, and we should then not try to go and take this. No, we should not leave it, but first of all, we should protect this one. Maybe with this, or maybe with that. Correct? Like this. Now they can't take it. Correct? Yeah. Or you can also go for this as well. I mean, one issue this uh, uh, with the knight can come here by here or here or by here or here as well. So in that sense, this is certainly a risk. Usually, what is recommended is that if they take, you can take full control of the center as well. That's also one that is also one possibility which you want to try. Yeah, then they might choose to go anywhere else. Maybe they might choose to come here. Why not? I mean, who is stopping them at least? You can go for this. So, no point of coming here. They might try to reinforce this pawn this way. Then I think you can uh, go for this. If they take, you take. Correct. This and this. You are again two pawn out. So that is not a problem. So this is the way how it is played. There will be many more lines. I'm not sure how much long the video has become. It's only 10 minutes or so. Let's try to see it more. Let's try to summarize what we have seen a little bit faster. E4, sorry, D4, D5, we play the gambit, they accept it. Okay. If they do not accept, they might reinforce it. It's a queen's gambit decline. They might reinforce it this way. It's a queen's gambit decline. If they choose to take, we can give them a check, or we can take the full control of the center. If we take full control of the center, then we are controlling this, and this squares. Nobody can come here straight away, certainly not. And if we develop with the knight, and obviously we can take this with the bishop straight away if it is not defended, or we can go and give them a check, and then maybe they also already see that check can be given, so they come here. We can simply go and take with the bishop. Correct. So that's how it might move, or we might even choose to go here as well. Nobody's gonna stop. They might come here to defend it this way as well. Again, then you can take it, no problems at all. Although your this pawn is hanging, so they might choose to take, and then you will have to go here, and then they might take. You will have to go here, then they might this take. So these are the things which can happen. Okay, you might feel like going here. They will have to take obviously, or they can go away. But let's say they take. If they take, then I guess hmm, you can go here, correct? Then it will have to move. It might move here, and then you can give check, correct? They might take, you might take, or even you might take in this way as well. So basically, uh, one thing is very clear: when you are playing the Queen's Gambit, your king side is not developed. You are putting two more pawns there. You are more, first of all, three pawns. So that is one thing as well, which you will need to give a little bit attention as well. Other than that, it's okay. We can also take, especially with this bishop as well. They can't take either because it is there. Let's say they choose to take. Yes, we can't take it actually like straight away. So it goes like this. Then they will have to obviously retreat. But if they retreat now, let's say this, then their queen is hanging. I can take it. Or if not, then they can reinforce it this way. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, we can then give them a check. They can come here. We cannot go anywhere. You'll have to come back. See? We can. And again, there is nothing it can do really. They can develop one more knight and things like that. They can go from this. They may choose to take, they will have to take in one way or the other. If they take, we also take. No issue. Correct? So this is how it can ultimately develop, and then you can play the games the way you want to. Okay, so that is that. A small introductory video from my side. When I have played 50 games or so with the Queen's Gambit, then I can really tell you a lot more. But you can try. This is called the Queen's Gambit.